Alright, we have changed recording software, so hopefully this works. This is a sort of a bonus adventure for the year. I wasn't planning on doing it, but... Big but. I realized I only had a few days to do this winter rewards achievements thing for Magic the Gathering. So, I put together a deck that gets me 5 or 6 of the achievements all at once. And I mean, you have to play a number of games, right? But I did that wrong. I should have put the Elf Druid out first. Who's my opponent? Aang and Katara. They like the idea of tapped artifacts and or creatures for themselves, huh? Alright. Brainstorm is one of the more powerful spells that blue has at their disposal for 1-drop. And they're blue, so you gotta give them extra time. They had to think about their land drop. Okay, they're digging. I think we just go ahead and put down our commander. And I'm going to show you, before I show you the deck tech, as soon as we're done with this battle, I'll go ahead and run down the achievements real quick, and we'll show you which ones we have earned. I was using AMD Adrenaline for my recording software, but it keeps malfunctioning. And I keep trying to troubleshoot it, and I get it to work, and then I tried today, and I just couldn't get it to work no matter what I did. So we'll do Scorching Dragonfire. We'll get rid of White Lotus Reinforcement. It will get exiled. We can bring down Incubation Druid now. And then I'll just hit him for 4 damage. So I installed OBS Studio just now. Did the setup. I think I've got it with all the correct inputs and outputs that I want. So we're going to do this as a test and see if it works just right out the gate. And my opponent, maybe this is a mistake, I'm going to create a Colorless Snow artifact and we'll just attack with Dwayne and Delete for 2 more. I got a little bit of life gain already going on. And we got 5 mana already. What is this? Alchemy card. Arming Gala. Beginning of your end step. Creatures you control and creature cards in your hand, library, and graveyard perpetually get +1/+1. Okay, so they're gonna grow up pretty fast, so to speak. So if we adapt now, and then I think we just attack with everybody. That's 8 points of damage. But if they have just one big creature, they can really put a hole in my plans. I actually need more red mana, don't I? They've not missed a land drop yet. We've already missed a land drop. Well, they're 3 colors. They could have a board wipe as well. They're just doing a stun counter. Okay. They're playing for time. We will let them. It gives me time to get my bear out. That makes sure I won't miss a land drop. We only get 3 points of damage in this turn. Two different creatures. Oh, that's big. Alright, what can we do here? We do this. Let's do 4 damage to the Compassionate Healer. Play with Snow Mana. And hopefully they don't have a Protector spell. They do! That's a problem for us. Okay, so I guess we're just putting that on there. And we're creating another one of these. It's only hexproof, right? Let's force the issue. Alright, that's probably our biggest creature. Is that any target? So we can do 3 to their face. Keep looking at something to get rid of, don't they? Are they going to exile those? Ooh, that's good. Does this end? That's okay, so we need to get rid of the rabbit now. You can do damage to yourself. And we can we bring you out? Yes, we can. Perfect. Put it down to 10. And then explosive singularity. Do we have enough? 4, 6, 7, 8. Am I missing one source of energy? They're running out of ammo. I want to get rid of the enchantment. Okay. Ta-da! Victory is ours. Welcome to Tpull's Corner. This is Travis. Hope you had a Merry Christmas. I'm going to release this before New Year's Day. Merfolk Cave Diver. Here's something we could do there. Okay, so this is it. The winter achievements. It's at the time that this is going to be posted. The achievement set ends in 9 days. So we only have 9 days left to get everything. I had already gotten Winter Night Stories, which was casting a Saga, a Bard spell, or the spell Winter Night Stories. That was easy. Gifting Spree, give 15 gifts over any number of games. Just to show you the deck that I used for that, it's one in my previous videos. It's Information Economy. And so the deck list is already out there in my previous videos. But I have 2 copies of Cruel Claw's Heist. Say that 3 times fast. I always gift the card when using this spell. Because it lets your opponent draw 1 more card, and you get to look at all those cards first and take their best one. So if the best one happened to be something that they drew, that's perfect. If it's a lame card, then you just ignore it and take whatever was best that was already in their hand. But you want the wider selection, so you always... It's not a situational thing like some of these other cards from Bloom Barrel where you can gift a card. This is one where I never forget to gift the card. So this is a good deck to play if you want to get the gift one. Information Economy, and it's just look for Information Economy. It's not that long ago, probably a month ago. But this is Brawling in the Snow. It's a brawl deck. We use Svella Ice Shaper for our commander. This is back from Kaldheim. Legendary snow creature, Troll Warrior, 2/4, and for 3 mana you can tap and create a colorless snow artifact token named Icy Manolith that gives you 1 mana of any color. Then later, when you feel like you have enough energy generation for 6 plus a red and a green, so 8 total mana, you can tap your Ice Shaper, look at the top 4 cards of your library, cast a spell from among them without paying its mana cost, put the rest on the bottom of the library. So if you're just basically out of cards in your hand and you're sitting around with nothing to do, like we do a lot in this game, all you need is 8 for a mana sink, and then you can dump it in here, and you're digging further into your deck to look for a spell that you can pretty much cast, because we don't have anything in here that costs more than 8 except for Explosive Singularity. So let me go back to the achievements before I forget. We want winter achievements. The other one was Festive Feast, which I just did another video about that just a couple days ago with my food deck. So you've got another food deck that you can do there. And then there's one There's one deck. There's one achievement that I haven't done yet because you have to have an opponent gain control of a food, treasure, toy, or power stone permanent. This is easy, but not with green and red. So it's much easier with blue. So I'm going to do that in a separate deck, and I probably won't have time to do a video about that. I'll just put something together and just get it done. But here's the other 6 that we did using this one deck. So this one, Deck-Rated Duelist, play 30 games with the Festive Fighter title. You could do that with anything, so that doesn't make this deck any special. But these 5, I did them with the one deck as well. So you tap 20 untapped creatures and opponent controls over any number of games. It's cold outside. Oh, you got 1,000 XP for that. Nice. Grueltide, instead of Yuletide, cast 25 spells that are both red and green over any number of games. That's why we made a Brawl green and red deck. Win 5 games with a Snow Commander. That's why our commander is made of snow. Blizzard Brawl. Cast 25 snow spells over any number of games. Did that. Snow Worries. And Elfheim Holiday. Play 10 games with a deck that contains at least 20 elf spells. And now we have Stay Cool is our emote. Alright, so those are the 6 that I gained. Again, as long as you get the initial achievement or 2, they'll give you the Festive Fighter title. Then you just equip the Festive Fighter title for your next games. You're automatically going to get this Decorated Duelist achievement. But the things we needed to do, we needed to play Brawl because we needed to have a commander. Needed to be Snow Commander. And then it combined with casting 25 snow spells. And then we needed 25 that were red and green, so I just made a red and green Snow Brawl deck. And packed 20 elf spells in it as well. So it's kind of a Snow Elf Brawl deck. And then this tap 20 actually was the last thing I did because I had to adjust the deck once. And what I did is normally when I go into Brawl, I tend to have a copy of the Stonebrain with me in case somebody uses a hair deck where they just put out the exact same card and I can delete it. But in this case, in order to get the tap one, I have an artifact in here, Hilda's Crown of Winter. This is from Eldraine. You spend 1 mana, tap target creature. It costs 1 less to activate during your turn. We don't usually care about that because we usually want to keep 1 mana free and tap a target creature during the opponent's turn so they're not attacking us. You can also spend 3 to sacrifice it later, draw a card for each tapped creature your opponents control. But for our purposes, we just wanted to get this artifact down, and whether our opponent was going to attack or not, we would tap down the creatures until we had tapped them down enough to get that final achievement. I took Snowbrain out, and I added on 1 copy of Reckless Handling. This is an Aftermath card, and it costs 2. It's a sorcery. I'm laughing because this card didn't work too well in the decks I tried it in before. It started out working perfectly, and then Arena just would never let it do the same thing again. But here it works perfectly. You search your library for an artifact card, reveal it, put it in your hand, then you shuffle and discard a card at random. As long as they don't discard the artifact that you just summoned, you're fine. So if an artifact card was discarded this way, it deals 2 damage to each opponent. There's only 5 artifacts in the deck. I needed 2 more tapping my opponent's creatures to get this achievement, so I added in Reckless Handling. I got it the very first time. I used Reckless Handling to go get Hilda's Crown of Winter, and then I tapped down my opponent's creatures twice in a row. It was that easy to go get the final achievement using this this one of the few ways that you can use red to search out an artifact. So, and then finally that got me. It's cold outside. All right. So if you thought you're not going to have enough time to get all this done, you can get at least 6 of them using just this one deck. Let me go in and we'll do the deck. We'll go through the cards one at a time, even though there's 100 of them. We showed you Svella. The 1-drops are Frostbite to deal damage. Elven Bow, which is equipment, gives you a +1/+2 in reach. Blizzard Brawl, it gives you +1 if you have 3 or more snow permanents. The creature you control gains indestructible and +1. Then you have the creatures fight. Sentinel Stalwart, one of my elves. Coordinated Clobbering to tap 1 or 2 of target untapped creatures you control to deal damage to another creature. Disperse Sentinel, tap it to untap to tap an untapped creature you control, get 1 mana any color. It's also got reach. Llanowar Elves, of course. Mono Dorks. Skyway Sniper. Not only has reach, but you can spend 3 and deal 1 damage to target creature with flying. Tajiro Blightblade, another elf, got 1/1 in Death Touch. For the 2-drops, Fire Prophecy deals 3. You can get rid of a card from your hand and draw a card if you don't like what's in your hand. Obliterating Bolt, 4 damage to target creature or planeswalker, and you exile them. Omen of the Forge, when it enters, deal 2 damage to any target. Sometimes we do this straight to the opponent's face. You sacrifice the enchantment later for 3 mana and scry 2. If I'm going too fast, just pause the video and look at these to your heart's content. I'm going to try and go faster. Playful Shove, 1 damage to any target and you draw a card. Pyroclasm deals 2 damage to each creature. Reckless Handling, we showed you already, to go get the artifact we want, to get the achievement we want. Scorching Dragonfire deals 3 damage, does to both creatures and planeswalkers, and you can exile them. Self-Destruct, target creature you control deals X damage to any other creature and to any other target and X damage to itself. I have a lot of creatures, like you can do this with the Blightblade Death Touch Rogue Elf, and go ahead and kill them with the Death Touch. But what I tend to do is do it with like my 2/4 Ice Shaper Commander, and we get rid of 2 points to their opponent, and my creature survives. I'm usually doing whatever creature I have has greater toughness than power, so I'm not worried about losing my creature. Although sometimes I do that too. Shredded Cellus has your option. You can destroy target artifact or 4 damage to creature with flying. Razorkin Needlehead, 2/2, for a strike during your turn. When the opponent draws a card, it deals 1 damage to them. Scorching Shot, you deal 5 damage to target creature. Aftermath Analyst, when it enters, mill 3 cards. For 4, you can sacrifice it, return all land cards to the battlefield from the graveyard. Llanowar Loam Speaker, 1 mana of any color, elf, mana dork. You can tap it, turn a land into a 4/4 elemental creature with haste. Atrax's Fall gets rid of artifacts, battles, enchantments, or creatures with flying. It's only a sorcery, not an instant. Dwynen's Elite is another elf. Hang on, it's freezing. There we go. When the creature enters, if you control another elf, you create a 1/1 elf warrior creature token. Elvish Warmaster, just to meet the quota for 20 elves in the deck, whenever 1 or more elves you control enter, create a 1/1 green elf warrior creature token. And then another mana sink here for 7. Elves you control get +2/+2 and gain Death Touch till end of turn. That can be a game winner. Fauna Shaman, discard a creature card for 1 green, search your library for a creature card, reveal it, put it in your hand, and then shuffle. So we could get rid of, a 1/2 creature or 2/2 creature and go get something like Brash Taunter. Gala Greeters is really useful. Elf Druid 1/1, it starts whenever another creature you control enters, you get to choose one of 3 options. If you have 3 creatures enter for the turn, you can do all 3 of these in one turn. Put a counter on it, create a tap treasure token, or gain 2 life. Incubation Druid, 0/2, it starts out. You can do 1 mana of any type of land, so it can make red or green. If it has a +1/+1 counter on it, you can do 3 mana, so 3 green or 3 red instead. Since it doesn't have a counter on it, it's equipped with a self-fulfilling prophecy. When you spend 5, 2 of which has to be green, you adapt 3, which means you put 3 +1/+1 counters on it. It turns into a 3/5 creature that can generate either 3 green or 3 red mana in this case. Jahira Harper Emissary, this is one of those that you specialize. I usually don't have time to specialize it, but it's a 2/3 with hexproof from artifacts and enchantments. That's usually good enough. But if I'm going to change it, I'll probably change it into the green you see to the right and just make it a 3/4. But it does mean I have to discard a green card. If you right click and go look at the red, just in case you want to do the red, when it specializes, you destroy up to 1 target artifact or enchantment. So that could be worthwhile as well. Something to think about. Outland Liberator, I like to put this down and then not cast any spells to trigger the werewolf. So it turns from a 2/2 into a 3/3, and whenever the creature attacks, you destroy target artifact or enchantment defending player controls. Otherwise, you have to spend 1 and just sacrifice it entirely, just so it's only good for 1 use to destroy an artifact or enchantment. Paradise Druid has hexproof when it's untapped, add 1 mana of any color. Sculptor of Winter, untap target snowland. Skyshroud Lookout has reach 1/1. When it enters, seek an elf card, so that's fun. Sir Ginger, in case they have Planeswalker, Sir Ginger will have trample, hexproof, and haste. Whenever another artifact is put into a graveyard from the battlefield, +1/+1 and scry 1, or you can sacrifice it and gain life equal to its power. I think that's it for the 2-drops. 3 drops is cut propulsion. Target creature deals damage to itself equal to its power. If the creature has flying, it deals twice as much damage to itself instead. You can cast this on your opponent's creatures. This is from one of the newer expansions, Edge of Eternities. I'll show you, this is due to Brash Taunter, which we'll get to in a minute. This is why I'm including all these creatures that deal damage to itself. Wisecrack, target creature deals damage equal to its power to itself. If that creature is attacking, Wisecrack deals 2 damage to that creature's controller. Tundra Fumarole, another snow spell, does 4 damage to target creature or planeswalker. If you use snow mana to cast it, then you can have all the mana that you used, and you don't lose it. So it adds colorless. So if I have 3 snow mana, and all of my all of my mana basically is snow mana, except for maybe 2 cards, I'll automatically get 3 colorless mana. We don't lose the mana, so we can spend it on anything else. And you've already seen like 3 mana sinks in the deck, so we've got plenty of use for it. Glittering Frost, snow enchantment, you put it on land. The enchanted land is snow if it wasn't. Whenever enchanted land is tapped, you get an additional mana for the color. Icehide Troll is great mana sink as well. 2/3, gets +2 and gains indestructible until end of turn. You have to tap it. You're usually attacking with this anyway, so it's already tapped. That's fine. And for every 2 snow mana you got, you just pump it up, make it a 4/3 indestructible, or 6/3, or 8/3. Probably one of the best creatures. I think this is a reprint from the original Ice expansion from back in like 1994, 95. But I want to say, but it's got the Kaldheim expansion on it here. Elvish Archdruid, other elf creatures you control get +1/+1, and add a green for each elf you control. Circle of Dreams Druid, add 1 for each creature you control that's green. Cabretti Revels, this is an alchemy card. Whenever you cast a creature spell, seek a creature card with lesser mana value, then put it onto the battlefield. So you'll see it go up into your hand, and then it will be deposited onto the battlefield. One of my favorite red-green cards, Rata, Heart of Kel. During your turn, Rata has first strike. You can look at the top of your library anytime and play lands from the top of your library. Additionally, another mana sink. For 6, Rata gets +X/+X until end of turn, where X is the number of lands you control. So if you've got 6 lands, she becomes a 9/9 with first strike. It's lovely. Thran Spider. This is maybe something you could afford to take out. I was looking at maybe adding this to get the other achievement and give them my tap Power Stone token. But I just confirmed it doesn't work for... because when this creature enters, you and target opponent each create a Power Stone token. That does not satisfy the achievement. You have to take one of the tokens you already possess and give that to them. Having this creature create it for them does not work for that particular achievement. But it does have another mana sink for 7. Look at the top 4 cards of your library, and you can put 1 in your hand. We went over Hilda's Crown of Winter. This, by the way, this is a great addition. This has saved my bacon on a couple of these fights already. Realmbreaker Invasion Tree, in case we get stuck for land. We usually don't, but target opponent mills 3 cards. You get to pick a land card from what they have. Replicating Ring, add 1 mana of any color at the beginning of your upkeep. You put a night counter on the artifact. Once it has 8 or more night counters, you remove all of them, create 8 colorless snow artifact tokens named Replicated Ring. The battle is usually over before you get that far. Collision, this is fun. I usually ignore Colossus part of it. The target creature gets +4 and +2 and gains trample. I am usually doing 6 damage to target creature with flying. The Akroan War has won me a couple of games already. You gain control of target creature for as long as the saga remains on the battlefield. Till your next turn, creatures your opponents control have to attack each combat as long as they're able. And then for turn 3, each tapped creature deals damage equal to itself, equal to its power. Spirit of the Elder Guard is my toughest creature because it's a Bear Spirit. It's only got 4 toughness, but the power increases. Whenever it enters, you go get a snow card, put it in your hand. It's got to be snow land. It gets +1 for each other snow permanent you control, so that can get 9, 10, 11 easy. We have Helena and Elena, first strike and reach at 2/3 Legendary Ranger. Beginning of combat on your turn, it gets X +1/+1 counters on another target creature you control, where X is Helena and Elena's power. So if you don't increase Helena and Elena's power, you're just adding +2/+2 onto another creature each turn. But that creature gains haste, so you can bring down a new creature and have it attack that same turn. Mary's Outrider. For this, Has Domain. This is from the more recent Dominaria that we just lost with the last Great Rotation. 5/5 with Reach. When a creature enters, deals damage equal to the number of basic land types. So for us, it's only going to do 2 damage. So we're just using it to clear the field of maybe a 2/2 creature that has another special ability that they're holding back and not attacking with. Gives us a way to get rid of it. Deem Worthy. Instant for 5 deals 7 damage to target creature. That's awesome. Thrash is a hybrid, so either red or green. Target creature you control deals damage equal to its power to target creature or planeswalker you don't control. Or you can use 4 and make it a threat and create a red and green beast creature token of trample you see pictured to the right. Going back to one of the other cards, is one of my favorites. Brash Taunter. For 5, you get a 1/1 goblin that's indestructible. Whenever the creature's dealt damage, it deals that much to target opponent. So if they block you with a 10 power 10 creature, that 10 is going to go on to them. For 3, you can tap it, and this creature fights another target creature. One of the things that's fun to do is if we get down to Spirit of the Elder Guard and has like power 10, and then the next time we have Brash Taunter around, we can spend 3. We can have our own creature fight the Brash Taunter, and it's going to do the damage to target opponent. And finally, Explosive Singularity, which we already used to win a match. Normally costs 10, but you can tap untap creatures, so that's basically like Convoke, and it costs 1 less for each creature tapped that way, and you can deal 10 damage to any target. So, you know, if we have this card in our hand, we don't need to get them down to 0, we just need to get them down to 50, or get them down to 10, so we just need to do 15 damage to them. For the special lands, we've got Besieger who endures to get rid of an artifact or enchantment, Demolition Field to get rid of their special lands, as well as Field of Ruin. 1 Shimmer Drift Veil, so we can choose whatever color we want. And 1 Faithless Haven. For 3 snow mana, it becomes a 4/3 creature with Vigilance in its all creature types. Still counts as a land. That's the deck. Whew, hopefully that didn't take too long. We still got enough time to go ahead and play. And I'll just play another round or two and give you an idea for how the deck runs and how it feels. But the key thing is, if you thought you were going to be too busy, and you don't normally have time to make your own decks, but you're still somewhat interested in getting all of those achievements, you can get 5 or 6 of them with this. And again, I'm doing this and I got 9 days to go still, so not a problem. I think we do Razorkin Needlehead first. Ooh, it's a mill deck. They got the Mind Skinner. That's kind of cool. I have this deck in a double strike mill deck of my own. That's kind of fun for me. I never thought of using him as a commander though. That's kind of fun. And they already got a counterspell. Gross. It's gonna be like that, is it? You really need an ability to do damage, which I don't have. I could fight it though, if I can get that out. Not bringing that out yet. Okay. Whenever target player mills 2. Okay. I do have that. We'll use this to go get another green source. We're not attacking though. Unless they can get rid of the Razorkin Needlehead, they're going to take a damage every turn regardless. They can still use the Mind Skinner as a 10-1 blocker. We just can't block it ourselves. So it's funny, this is Brawl, so we've got 99 cards in the deck to start with. And they're choosing a mill strategy. Okay, so I don't want to bring down Brash Taunter because they've got to have some sort of counterspell. And what if we try another elf? Counterspell? There we go. We mill 3 cards. We don't really care about anything we lost there. That's fine. We attack with our 5/4. And they should let that through. One more damage from the Needlehead. Nice little human assassin in the middle of my Troll and Elf deck. And Breast Hunter's actually a goblin. So we got a nice diverse cast of creatures in here. Got a werewolf in here already, human werewolf. Basic land, do they have another color? They do not. They're mono blue. I guess they have to be, right? Their commander. Their commander is only blue. And they bring down the Mind Scanner. That can block my Spirit of the Elder Guard, alright. And I don't know that we needed the land. Our problem is they got 2 mana open. Let's try our commander. Counterspell? Yep, heavily counterspells. We're going to put that back up. I guess we're not attacking this turn. Yeah, it's only 1 wash away because I didn't cast that from my hand, so that was really cheap counterspell for them. That's actually a really great card for Commander. That's an enchantment, right? We can destroy that. Are they just going to attack me and try and mill? It's disgusting they can only have 5 lands and still... oh, but they take some damage. And still keep 2 open each time for a counterspell. Do I have enough of... oh, I do. I had enough of a board presence. They just couldn't overcome it. They were going to have to trade off my Spirit against the Mind Scanner. They wouldn't have been able to attack. They would have had to use up counterspells. And probably whatever left was draw spells. And me having Razorkin out now, they couldn't handle it. We're leveling up. We're getting our chores done for the day. We're getting all sorts of achievements. We're earning packs. This isn't the absolute best commander you could ever have in the world, but he's not bad. And I've won more than half my battles. Although it was strange because I started at first, I was getting matched up against commanders like Vivi. And I'm like, no way. I thought they had brackets on Arena that they used to have a point system unless they changed things. And my commander is not that powerful. Okay, we're going to do Incubation Druid first. They've got a special land already. They can turn into a 3/3 creature. And pump up other creatures. So I'm going to watch out for that. Gamgee is their commander. Whenever non-token creature you control enters, create a food token. I want to put down this. That does no good with a 0/2. I think we bring this down now. Come on. We do need a second red source for the game. So we'll go get a mountain. We're going to let them live. And they'll probably get a food token if they're putting down a creature. Oh. So is this a Lord of the Rings deck? There's a lot of synergy between those 2 cards. Block that. We are, though, going to use Blizzard Brawl. Bam! Life is good. Why not? He's indestructible, right? Let's get rid of Rosie now. And we can still bring down Fauna Shaman. Okay, perfect. And they gave us the most expensive card in the deck already. Which, we have ways to make that cheaper, so I'm never really sad about getting this card in Brawl. if we can last long enough, it'll just turn and win the game for us. They just bring down their commander again. That's fine. I think... Shoot, I got a couple of different choices here. I was thinking of adapting and making that a 3-5. And our opponent scooped. Maybe I should take it back. Maybe I should just say this is like the best deck ever. Dreadfang Loathed by Fans. This is from Through the Omen Paths, which is the Arena Online equivalent for the Spider-Man set that came out. Power is equal to the greatest mana value among permanents you control. Not a bad card. I think I have one of that already, possibly. I'm a free-to-play player, so it doesn't matter how many I have. If I like the card, I might make the deck out of it. And not wait to get 4 copies. Brash Taunter is the creature I'm usually searching for with Fauna Shaman. So with him already in my hand, if I get Fauna Shaman, I could go search for the bear. But I do need some red mana. Who are we up against? Ishtola Knight's Blessed. A lot of value in these cards. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell with 3 or greater, deals 2 damage and gain 2 life. And they already got some cost reduction. I think we bring down Jahira. Artifact and enchantments, at least, don't do anything to her. 3 colors already. Commander's on board already. Do I use this as... I think I just use this as regular land. Let's bring this down. I don't really have anybody powerful enough to take out the commander yet. Oh, they took away Realmbreaker. Well, that's because she's got hexproof against enchantments. Alright, we just need 1 red land source. That's a pretty good enchantment. I'm gonna miss Bosiju now. Alright, there's a red source. They fight each other. We don't have 3 snow sources yet, so I can't do what I want to do with the Brawl card, the Blizzard Brawl, because this has Death Touch. I need something to be indestructible first. They have not missed a land drop yet. And they don't want me attacking, that's for sure. Alright, let's try Brash Taunter. That's gonna make things cheap. And another enchantment. Oh, are they gonna... They took Brash Taunter. Ugh. That's pretty good on their part. Okay. Time to bring down our creature, our commander. I need something that's at least power 3, though. Alright, let's do this. Let's get rid of... This is just dealing damage. Let's get rid of the normal flyer. Lose the Brash Taunter. It's okay. I may have to discard a card and specialize to get her up to 3. Let's gain the life. No, wait. I want to discard a red card. Get a one-time boon. Creature spell. Okay. Let's do that. We'll get rid of Reckless Handling. We will destroy this one. We'll use Blizzard Brawl. Get rid of Ishtola. And we're going to pay for that. Target creature deals damage to itself. Life is good. We got it done. Look at all that. I don't think I can afford to attack him again. I've got the War Master. I can get +2/+2 on everybody. See, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We can block. They can block 1 and 6. It's only 12. That's kind of nice. Maybe go get another creature if I want to discard a land. Who do they? Yeah, Rat is probably the worst threat. If I can get rid of her for a turn, could do 9 damage. What are you doing? Create a copy. Are they going to create... Do they have enough to do 5? They do. How about that? Oh, they're all legendary. Never mind. Oops. That has reach. I can play land with Rata. I think I'm going to create a snow artifact there. We just bring this down. That's got a good mana sink I can use. Get rid of you. We'll trigger you. Trigger you for green? No, not trigger you for green. We want to do the 7, right? Not. Where are you? This is Thran Spider. That's what I want. We'll look at the top 4 cards. Oh, we want this. Yes. Perfect. Auto pay. Resolve. Get rid of the full control. And then we can still do this, right? Perfect. 4. Perfect. Still not attacking because you got this. We bring down the commander again. Wind Crystal. Bring it off the top. Ugh. That was gross. Explosive Singularity is kind of cool. This is kind of cool. I think we take Explosive Singularity. Next. 3, 4, 5, 6. Can I do 8? I don't think I can do... Oh, I can. Oh, Helena and Elena is perfect. Go to command, pump up Rata. No attacks. You sort of need to be able to take them out in one turn. 5, 9, 14. Land off the top, and another land, of course. See what we can get from this. Frostbite. We'll do Frostbite. I don't know if we have enough time anymore. I haven't cast a spell yet, right? Does this change? I'm too late. I'm too late. I didn't have an ability to get rid of her. And I can't do 40 damage direct, so... That's nice. That's nice. I kinda, if I'd gotten there sooner, I had the Trap Breaker, I could have attacked and destroyed one of these each turn. And once those were gone, then Rata definitely would have taken over. Or just the Elvish War Master. I shouldn't have attacked with everybody up as early as I did. That cost me too much life. So I don't know if I could have played that different. If I'd refrained from attacking that one turn, if that would have given me enough time to do everything. She had pretty good luck with, I don't know how much of that was luck and how much was she just stacked the deck with completely non-creature spells so the commander would trigger every single time. It didn't seem to do much good to destroy the commander because they kept hitting their land drop every time. But it's possible I misplayed that. Well, I know I misplayed it. The question is, when I misplayed it, was that misplay responsible for me losing the entire match? I don't know. Chittering Illuminator. This is an alchemy card. Enchantment Squirrel. You can look at it anytime and you may cast it. As long as the top card of your library is a creature card, you can look at any time and cast it. I think that has to go away right now. Is this going to be a squirrel deck? It is. Nevada Rebirth, which, oh, and they already return that to their hand. That's kind of funny. Let's bring down Svella. Go ahead and attack in. We're just going to be killing the same creatures over and over. Okay, so we got the card named Chitter Spitter. They can sacrifice a token. If they do, they put an acorn counter on the artifact. Squirrels get +1. So I need something to get rid of. First of all, let's just get rid of you. Yeah, let's put you into our library. Let's get something else. So you can bring down the Illuminator again. already gone through all of my ammo in my hand. I need one more mana source and I can start using the Ice Shaper. If they have a board wipe, I'm really in trouble. They've got Vat of Rebirth, so they can just bring back the Bodyguard if they want. Bristlewood Farmer comes down. That is not a bad creature. I'm looking at turning my elves into Death Touchers already. Oh, and Igra. I think I'm dead. I think Igra kills me. Yeah, I mean, I can put this down. I can go ahead and get one more of this. But that's basically amounting to a lot of setup. And they're getting all of this. I think their engine is already complete. The squirrels work way too fast. It's amazing for a game that the development team didn't want squirrels in them. And now you look at what they got. And Alchemy, Bloomburrow, Dominaria. I mean, once they took the brakes off and let Rosewater have his way, it just became disgusting because they really made the squirrels overpowered really fast. I don't think there's... I need like board wipes or something. I don't think there's anything I can do against Igra. Yeah. Look at the top floor. Hold on, Elena. Incubation Druid can come down. I can go wide pretty quick. But I need to get bigger quicker. And instead I'm going to be chump blocking. Look at that. They did all that with 3 mana. And they get a creature out of that. What do we do with that? Is there something in here I can discard something with? I can specialize. It has to be a mountain. I can get rid of Chitter Splitter. Alright, finally got somebody big enough to do some blocking. That'll stop the second creature they send my way. And now the commander comes back. And all that effort I did to get rid of Chitter Spitter, and it just comes back. I'm so happy to getting rid of Chitter. I should have gotten rid of Vat of Rebirth, right? I wasn't looking at commander. I forgot that was what he did. And they're willing to sit and wait because why not? Can I get rid of Igra in any way? I don't really have... If I made this to be a different kind of deck... Wait. Other creatures, so I can sacrifice everybody except Igra. Shoot. Yeah, trample on that guy, right? Let's hold on to that one, I guess. Oh, perfect. Except to target, we would need to sacrifice a food for that one. Let's start pumping up others. Say no attack. And what I tend to do is I do the stop on the opponent's turn. And we tap down. Let's tap down that one. You're just going to sacrifice it? Okay. I really should have destroyed Vat of Rebirth. Yeah, with Vat of Rebirth, they've got this endless cycle of food and bringing creatures back from the graveyard and sacrificing them for life to get the food. Why would you do that? Well, maybe they have something that'll kill it, but I don't have many options. When it dies, it comes back. That actually doesn't kill mine, though, right? That gives them 2 copies of Chitter Splitter? Is that what they wanted? Okay, so we don't bother tapping down Bristlebud Farmer anymore. That's just land. Let's see. I can turn the land into a 4/4. I can go ahead and adapt 3 there. Lizard Brawl's probably good, but... this is good too. Three, 6, 79, 10, 11, 12, 14, 15. Where do I put this on? I guess we beef up the bear. Since they have Vat of Rebirth, they don't mind sacrificing it. They're just going to get yet another Chitter Spitter. I expected them to have something faster than this. 4/4s off of everything. That's good enough, right? I wonder if I should just let him win. We're gonna be here a while, right? Let's block you. And you. And we'll let 4 through. The food gives him so much life gain. I'm not sure how to get past him now. Yeah, and I don't have a way to get rid of that many artifacts. I think we're toast. Let's see what happens if, well, if I could get Brash Taunter. Scorching Dragonfire doesn't do anything. They can now use their own commander as a chump blocker. I don't know if I have enough chump blockers. What is going on here? They're just sacrificing stuff all over the place. Probably should use a Crow in War earlier. I almost forgot I had it. I created so much already in just one turn. Okay, so we got a chump block here, right? 1 and a 2 and 3 and 4. Is that everybody that's attacking me? Can I sacrifice this? Gain life equal to its power. Get rid of something. Hey, I gained life this turn. Okay, everybody has to attack me next turn. Ooh. That's a good creature. Let's see, is there anything worth pumping up? I think we just keep going with the bear. And then we can tap down one creature. $25. Bresh Tantra would just win the game for him. Or if I had Fauna Shaman. I didn't lose Fauna Shaman already, right? Was that at least 4 blockers they have? 5. I could tap one next turn with Hilda. Okay. Let's see. Pass 1, 2, 3. Oh wait. Igra can go away, right? Against Death Touch? Do I have enough chump blockers left? 4. And... is that the one I want to get rid of? I guess. And then they got a little 1/1 there and a 3/4 there. Hang on. Take out the 3/4 there and the 1/1 there. I think that's everybody. I just can't count on getting Bresh Tantra and Fauna Shaman, so Igra has to go. They can bring Igra back and start it all over, right? That is beautiful, though. How come they've only got 9 lands this entire time? Okay, let's see. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm down to 8. And we just whiffed. We just whiffed. That's it. Shoot. Okay. Pumping up the bear is not enough to even take out a single 13/13. I don't think I want to try and last 30 more turns. I'm just going to say good day gaming call this. I should have gotten rid of Vada Rebirth. There's a win condition somewhere in here, but there's no way I can guarantee I'll ever get it. And I don't want the recording to go too long. This is the first time with the OBS software. If it works well, I'm going to keep doing it. Remember, Brawling in the Snow. You want Svella Ice Shaper. Some of this other stuff, you've got some variety on what you can pull from. You got 20 different elves. I've got a nice mix of the elves that I like. You could put in different elves. I'm just showing you what worked for me. So now, out of all of these, we've got 9 of the achievements. And then I'll make another deck for just giving my opponent something real quick. But 6 of these I achieved with this deck. So if you need to get the achievements, if you want to get it done before the timer runs out, I will publish this probably in the morning. And I don't know if this will go down to 8 or not. But you've got a whole week to go, and you could get this in one gaming session with just in between 5 to 10 matches. You could probably get everything done. You just need to get 5 wins to get one of the achievements. And then the rest, it doesn't really matter if you win or not, as long as you complete the requirements. So, with that, this is Travis signing off from Tpull's Corner, saying thank you for watching, and have a good one.